All right, so welcome to Ria Vision Avant here, and this is my free masterclass for you guys. I promise you it's not going to be too long, but I would encourage you to grab a pen and paper so that you can take some notes because this is going to go by fast, but I promise to fill you with tons of information. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can see the full presentation. So hopefully everybody should be able to see it. I got my picture really small in the top right corner just so that I can, make sure y'all can still see me a little bit. But we're going to get into this presentation, and welcome to everybody that is joining us. I see you guys typing into the comment space what city and state you are chiming in from. I always love to go back and look at the comments so I can see where you guys are chiming in from. So I see we have Alabama, we have Dallas, Delaware. I know that we also have New York, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. Guys, this is a lot of people chiming in. And if you're in another country as well, type into the comment space what country you're chiming in from. Now today, as you can see, the topic is how to turn your book, or it could be your future book, into $10,000 per month. Now, I want to make a quick disclaimer. First of all, I am not a book publisher, okay? I am a coach. I'm a little bit more than that. And specifically what I do is I help speakers, coaches, and network marketers first write the right books. Now, if you have the right book already in place and you want to know how to take it next level, I also help authors profit, promote, and get their books to perform. So what separates me from a publisher is that I'm not here to just show you how to put a book together. I'm here to show you how to turn a book into a business. All right. Now, if you are not a professional course taker, if you are, if you're one of those people that are professional course takers, you know what I'm talking about. You enroll in every course that there is. If you are a dreamer who doesn't like to take action, or if you are a pessimist, that means you're just negative about everything. Like if you put you under light, you will develop, under that light that for pictures you're going to develop. I'm going to tell you right now, you probably want to log off. This is not for someone who is not willing to take action. This is not for someone who likes to just sign up for everything under the sun. I'm looking for serious people that truly want to be able to take their book and turn it into a business. Now, if you are here and you are super excited about learning how to turn your book or future book into $10,000 per month, week, or day, I just want to know who's here to learn how to get that done. If that's you, I want you to type into the chat space and let me know if you're excited about today's training. All right. Well, today we're going to be talking about why 80% of authors actually make no money. We're also going to be talking about how to write or rewrite the right book, because I come across authors left and right who are not having any success, right? I see you, Wisconsin. Hello. Then the $10,000 book formula. So we're going to be talking about a few things on today. Now, while you guys are here, I also want to know what you do, okay? So type into the chat space what it is that you do, and the way that you want to type it is, I help, who is your specific target audience, how to XYZ with the results that you help them with. So for example, I help speakers, coaches, and network marketers learn how to write profitable books to grow their business to $10,000 per month, week, or day. So type that into the chat space. If you, whatever it is that you do. So type it into the comment space so that I can actually see what you do. Now, a little bit about me. I'm a graduate from Hampton University with a bachelor's in computer science. Shout out to all my HBCUs. I'm a former professional tripreneur. Okay, so let me tell you something. I was the one that, yes, I enrolled in all the courses, never had success. I enrolled in all the businesses, never had success, because I would try everything. I would never give anything full attention. So I understand that. I'm a former professional tripreneur. Also, once I decided to stop being one, I became a six-figure earner in the network marketing industry, which really was what got me to where I am today, to be very honest. But now I'm a full-time business coach to speakers, coaches, and network marketers. I've written over 15 plus books. I've been featured on Fox News, CBS, Yahoo Finance, and most of all, which I'm very proud of, is TEDx. But I want y'all to understand something. Listen, It's not always been that way. In fact, a lot of people always say, Taria, I had one of my friends say, Taria, you're relentless. You never give up. You're just a grinder. You're a hustler. You're this. I want y'all to understand, I told you I was a professional tripreneur. So I was very good at pretending and acting like I was doing big business. But where my life changed was in 2007. In fact, it was 2006 when I found out that my father was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And that for me was probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever experienced. One of the most, okay? But during this process, I learned so much about my dad. And when we finally were celebrating his life, I remember seeing this Indian guy. And I remember, this Indian guy, man, it was definitely very difficult to see. When he was paying his respects to the family, he was just completely gone. I mean, beside himself. And as he was walking out the door, I remember seeing him fall to his knees. And at that point in my mind, I was wondering, did my dad really know how he left an impact on people's life? Like, did he really know? And so for me, I got tired of being a tripreneur, and I wanted to know for sure that everything that I did here in this world, my existence here in this world, it was a purpose in it. And there were things that I was able to do. And I believe that every single one of you guys watching this, there's a purpose in your existence as well, okay? But this was my biggest paradigm shift. Now, like you, I want you to understand that wasn't the only thing I've been through. Life has been tough. If your life has been tough, I need to know, has your life been tough? Type in the chat space. Let me know. If you've experienced any of these, or maybe you've experienced different things, life is not easy, y'all. And I want you to understand, as long as we are living and breathing, there's going to be challenges. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. Now, again, I like to believe that there's always major paradigm shifts that take place in our life. It's not just going to be one paradigm shift. There's always something new. And for me, every challenge, every setback, every downturn has always been a reason for me to propel forward and do something not just for myself, but for the people that I'm called to help. In fact, I decided when the last biggest downturn was when I was very suicidal and at the same time dealing with severe depression. I decided that I wanted to actually leave the network marketing industry that had paid me over 6 figures and coach people on how to write books. It was one thing that I love to coach. I love to teach. In fact, when I was younger, they used to call me bossy, but I think I wasn't bossy. I was a coach at a young girl, but I just didn't know how to coach. Okay. And, but I decided to walk away, and I'm gonna tell you guys, walking in my purpose right now. And by the way, me helping people write books is just a vehicle. It's a connection to the major purpose, right? But this has been the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not saying that to brag, because it ain't even just about the money or all of the things that I can do with that or the people. It's the biggest blessing ever when you truly know you're doing what you've been called to do. And so that's what we're doing. I love this quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes. He says, hold on, let me make sure y'all can see. Okay, yeah, pain is the gift that draws us to an area where we didn't know there was a problem. See, every single time I've ever experienced pain, every single time I've ever had a challenge, please understand, when I pushed past the pain, I identified the purpose. When I pushed past the pain, I identified the purpose. And so I want every single one of you, even if right now you're dealing with something, stick in this training right now. Stick in this training, grab that pen and paper, because I promise you on the other side of this training, you're going to identify some purpose in this. Now, praise God, I pushed forward, because listen, if I would have never said yes to teaching people books, I would not be responsible for helping more than 5,200 people that are speakers, coaches, and network marketers become authors. But I also started noticing something else. See, I did just only help people write books initially, but as we've progressed and grown further, I also wanted to pay attention to what are some of the challenges that I see many authors have today. And that is where they don't know about promoting. They don't know about profiting. They don't know about performance. And so my goal is definitely to take them not just from being an author, but how to turn that book into a business. Now, I want everybody to type this into the comment space. People need to hear my story. I'm a big believer that every single one of us has a purpose here, and your story needs to be told. However, most people don't truly care about your titles or your story until they know how it can help them. So yes, type that into the comment. People need to hear your story, because they do, but I also want you to understand that not only do they need to hear your story, there is a way in how you want to do it so that it can impact them forever. Okay. So there's a way that you actually tell your story through an informational, how to instructional based book that not only inspires, but also educates. Okay. So very, very important that we want to understand the distinction between the two. Now, why you need to write a book. If you are an entrepreneur, business owner, aspiring, you absolutely need to have a book. It can help you launch your business, grow, market your business. Listen, you could be selling jewelry, okay? Well, the thing is, you don't really sell jewelry. What you sell is the result that people have when they wear your jewelry. And so let's just say, for example, you help women to be confident so that they can go in and be the best public speaker. Maybe your audience is, I help public speakers build their confidence by having the right apparel on when on stage. And so now you write a book about building confidence. And one of the ways to build confidence is to have the right jewelry on. I don't know about y'all, but I've been on stages before where my jewelry was kind of a distraction, not just to the audience, but to me. And so if you can teach people how to wear the proper clothing, how to wear the proper jewelry, how to wear the proper makeup, and even if you're not in the clothing or jewelry space, you still now are writing a book about the results that your product helps. And these are some of the things that I teach you. I teach you how to turn that book into multiple streams, as well as how to properly leverage the confidence book. So now you can be on the news. So now you can be on more stages, because nobody, no disrespect, I don't know if people really want you to get on stage just to show everybody your different pieces of jewelry. But if you can show how wearing this particular jewelry can get you this type of result, people are going to want to listen to it, right? Also, as a public speaker, you must know that if you want to be a speaker, it's like being a public speaker without a book is being a doctor without a degree. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't be a public speaker and not have a book, girl, brother. Okay, let me tell you something. There's going to be times where you're going to be offered opportunities to speak on stage, and they won't want you to sell your products and services. But they say, you know what? If you got a book, you can sell it. There'll be times where you'll have people who can't pay your speaker's fee, but they can buy enough copies of your book to make sure that each one of your attendees get your book. See, I don't know about y'all, but see, I don't like to leave no money on the table. So as a public speaker, as a coach, as a networker, you got to have a book, right? And then number 3 is to build influence. See, the number one reason why I became an author back in 2012-13 is because in network marketing, I was a 6-figure earner, but I still had people who did not see me as a business professional. There's a large population of people who still don't see network marketing as a real way to make money. And I had come to realize that, and I wanted to still be able to be in those rooms. I wanted people to still accept me. And so the way that I did that was, instead of trying to force the industry down their throats, I became an author about success principles. And when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, them doors started opening up for me immediately. I was just blown away. I was so disappointed that I took so long to finally write a book teaching people success principles. And so if you want to build influence, do it in a book. Now, everybody type this into the chat space as well. There is purpose in my pain. So every single thing, and I want you to understand, everything that you may have been through in life and it's made you stronger, there was a purpose for that. Never look at the things that you go through as a woe is me, why me? Because I promise you, the people who are inspired by you are inspired when you push through the pain in spite of. But there is a purpose, okay? I want you to understand there's a purpose for any and everything that you've gone through. So type that into the comment space. Now, let's talk about why 80% of authors only make $5,000 to $10,000 a year. I don't know about y'all, but I can't live off of $10,000 a year. And I also know one other thing. Most authors did not write a book only to make $10,000 a year. But here are 4 main reasons why authors don't make any kind of profits. Number 1, they don't know the purpose of their book. Everybody, I'm going to tell you, I get about 95% of people that come to me, they say, oh yeah, people told me I need to tell my story. Well, yes, I believe everybody needs to tell their story, but there's a way in how you do it. But if that is only the goal, then you're not going to really be able to impact not just yourself, but not just the people, but yourself in the way that you wish. You've got to plan this thing out, baby. See, remember, when I first wrote my book, my purpose was to build influence. And also, to be quite transparent, The purpose was to recruit people into the network marketing because I did not imagine that I would be coaching today. I thought I was writing that book to recruit people into my network marketing business. So I had a purpose for the book. You got to know the purpose of your book, and not just for the reader, but for you, the writer. Is this book going to get you on stages? Are you going to speak in front of more colleges? Do you want to be on the news? Is there a major conference that if I write the right book, this conference will get me in that door? Okay. Also, you got to know who your audience is. So remember at the beginning where I asked you guys, type into the space what it is that you do. I see a few of you guys actually took that and did it. I help XYZ to XYZ. See, one of the biggest challenges that I come across with many speakers, coaches, networkers is we want to serve everybody. I'm going to help all people in the world. Well, without going into too much detail, guys, the challenges of an 18-year-old are nowhere near the same challenges of a 40-year-old. The challenges of a single Caucasian male that lives in Wisconsin, somewhere that's very rural, are not the same challenges of a single African-American male who lives in the heart of New York. The same challenges of a single mother who is 21 years old are not the same challenges of a mother who is married with a nanny who is over 45 years old. Does that make sense? So you got to understand who you serve, because when you know who you serve, you know how to solve the number one challenge that they're searching for right now. See, I'm going to tell you this. If people are Googling what you can solve, you will get paid. They're not Googling how to overcome specific trauma. They're Googling, how do I overcome this specific situation? Does that make sense, y'all? So you got to know who your audience is, and you got to know how you serve them. Number 3, marketing. And this is where I have made it my business to teach authors how to market themselves. Listing your book on Amazon is not marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Being an Amazon top seller is not marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Posting on social media your book over and over and over again to people who never bought it the first time is not marketing. You've got to know and have strategy based on who you serve and how you serve them. And these are the techniques that I am here to help you guys with. Number 4 is only book sales. Everybody type this into the comment. Book money is no money. Now, I know this may sound crazy, guys. I know y'all like, well, wait a minute now. I thought we was here to talk about selling more books. No, we were not. When I say to make $10,000 with your book, I'm not talking about $10,000 in book sales. I'm talking about leveraging your book to sell other products and or services. To make, let's just calculate real quick. I'm going to pull this up real quick, y'all. Just give me a second. $10,000. And we're going to divide that by, on average, you make about $15 profit, sometimes a little bit more per book that you sell. If you keep 100% of your commission, okay? That is 667 books that you need to sell every single month to just make $10,000 profit. I don't know about now. Listen, you might be able to have a good month every now and then, but to continuously sell 667 books to make $10,000 a month is a lot of work. I challenge you to join and learn how to turn your book into 10,000 by selling products and services. Does that make sense, everybody? Hopefully that does. Now, how to write the right book. Well, I've kind of talked about this, but niches get riches. Y'all stop trying to serve everybody and everyone and overcome every challenge. I'm telling you, there are people right now literally Googling one specific challenge that you've overcome. What's that one thing that you want to help people with? Let's pretend, for example, let me give you a scenario. Let's say you're a real estate agent, right? And you want to niche down your audience. You're a real estate agent, but you are newly divorced. And you say, you know what I'm going to do because I'm passionate about this. See, you can only really stick with stuff that you're truly passionate about. And remember, the vehicle is the vehicle. Your purpose is not your vehicle. The vehicle is how you live out your purpose. Well, you've just gone through a divorce. And now what you want to do is you want to help other women who are going through divorce, because you remember it was hard to figure out where to get housing. I don't even know how to set myself up, child. I ain't worked a job. I don't know nothing about credit. I was a kept woman, or even if you wasn't, and now you had to learn. It took you a process, 6 to 12 months, where you had to learn certain things. And now after 12 months of being divorced, you are able to walk into your brand new house with your keys. Hello, somebody. And you say, you know what? I'm going to help other women who are going through the same exact thing. Now, your purpose is helping women to get through that space. The vehicle that you're using is a book. So now you write a book about this particular situation. Divorcing ain't that bad. And in one of the ways, you're going to tell women how to build up their financial success path, whatever you want to call it, portfolio, and then how to buy their very first house. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Now, how does this separate you from other real estate agents? Because you ain't out here just talking about what every other real estate agent is talking about, and you're talking to a specific audience. Challenge you to go Google how many women are going through divorces right now. And then even my fellas, maybe you want to work with men who've gone through the same thing. I know men right now who've gone through divorces, and it's been hell. And they're trying to figure out how to get themselves back on their feet. Y'all, niches get riches. And when you can figure out the vehicle that you offer, who you serve, this is how you get to the bag. Yes. All right. So let me hurry up and get to this. Now, you also want to set goals. You want to know, how many books must I sell? And based on the books that I sell, how can I get to this many products and services sold? It's not about how many books can I sell to make $10,000 from book sales. It's how many books, and it's not even just selling. How many qualified people per month must have a book in their hand so that I can hit my income goals? So you got to set these goals, and you got to focus on these goals day and night. And then number 3 is have an outline. Okay, so when you want to write, now you got your goals, so you know in advance, okay, this is what my product and service. Now I want to outline my book. I can't tell you how many people that tell me I'm having writer's block. I say, well, how many chapters does your book have? Well, I don't know. Well, I'm going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know how many chapters your book has before you start writing it. And you want to outline it first before you even create the content. You need to know what chapter 1 through 7 is going to be, or 1 through 10. And anything beyond 10 chapters, I encourage you, write another book. You don't finish at one book, by the way. You write a book to write another book. And this is a principle that I teach. If you look at top income earners in this world who are authors, they don't just have one book. And they don't just have one book in different categories. They typically figure out their niche, and that's what they keep writing about over and over. The best book customer to have is one who's already purchased one of your books. Hello? Can y'all feel that? All right. So let's get into it. Now, I need everybody to type this in. I should be paid for my purpose. I believe that every single one of us, you've been through pain. There's a purpose for the pain. And yes, you should be paid for it. And if you have a problem with charging value for value, by the way, we've got to stop giving money so much credit. We've got to stop putting money on such a higher pedestal. See, the last time that I checked, there's 2 things that we are given in this world. 2 most important things. We got money, which is really just value. And then we have time. Time is given to us by God. Money, though, was created by man. See, back in the day, what we would do is we would say, I got a goat. You got some pigs. Let's exchange the goat for some pigs. I need something to eat. I want some pigs for dinner tonight. Or, I got some rice. Well, you got some grain. Okay, let's exchange rice for grain because I need to make some bread to go along with my rice. See, people would exchange value for value. They would you call it today, some of y'all call it bartering. Either way, I also know that what you have learned how to do, you know the specific steps of how to do X, Y, Z, you should be paid for that. And when we start putting money on such a pedestal where money is so it's just untouchable, then we have a problem with that. I want to challenge you today. There's one thing that you can't get back. That is your time. The time that you spent with me today watching this presentation, you can't get any of that back. By the way, thank you for spending your time with me today. But what I do know is that money is designed to come and flow. Come and flow. Come and flow. Not come and go, but come and flow. And so stop. Get paid for what you've been through. Hello? Can I get an amen? Somebody in the comment space? Okay, well, let's go ahead and get in through this. Okay, all right, y'all. Let me get on the right screen, and then we're going to keep it moving. All right, let's go. So 97% of most people who want to write a book, they never will. In fact, if you look at the numbers, there's 200 million Americans. That means only of them, 6 million will actually write a book. Okay, so the fact that you're here, that means that you are putting yourself in a percentile that's going to put you above everybody else. But out of those 3% that actually do you know only 3% of that 3% make a full-time income? And only 1% of that 3% actually makes over 6 figures. Guys, it's time to change these numbers. First of all, it's time to help people to finally leave a legacy that allows you to live forever, but also, and that's a book, but also not just allowing you to live forever, but be able to pay your family forever. Hello, somebody. See, when I think about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, see, that book was written during the Great Depression. Anybody ever met Napoleon Hill? No, you haven't. You ain't, because he got his great-great-great-grandfather today is about 70 years old, okay? So I want y'all to understand that when you have a book that's good, that continues to provide value, it doesn't just allow you to live forever, child. It allows you to pay your family. That book is still the number 2 sold self-help book in the entire world, okay? So this is a big, big deal. Now, here's 8 things your book should do and or be. Number 1, it should make you multiple streams of income. Number 2, it should redirect readers to your website. Number 3, it should open doors for you as a speaker. And for those of you who say, Taria, I don't know if I want to be no speaker. I'm telling you, listen, I was terrified of speaking in front of people. And even to this day, sometimes I'm still a little socially awkward. The weirdest thing about me is I'm more nervous of meeting new people, like on a one-on-one networking basis, because I will say sometimes crazy stuff. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm a little quirky, a little quirky. Okay, but one thing I've come to learn is that when you learn to prepare yourself, it is so much more easier being a speaker. And people, when you are out here impacting the world, people want to hear it from your voice. Your voice is one of the most powerful things that God has given you. You've got to use it, okay? If you're blessed to be able to talk, then talk that thing into helping people. Hello? It should be of value, not of length. People are always like, how long should my book be? There are books out there that have no words in them. There are literally books right now. You can go get this book. It has no words in the book. It's called a journal. And I've seen people spend $50 to $100 for journals, workbooks, planners, things where you actually have to go in and fill in the information. So when we out here worried about length, we need to be worried about value and not trying to fill up a book with a whole lot of fluff content, because people want your book to be straight to the point. Also, it should leave a legacy for your family, and not just a legacy, but allow you to live forever and pay your family forever. Number 7 is it should be had a cover that sells. Now, I'm not going to go into that training today, but if you are already an author, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me. If you're already an author and someone picks up your book and they ask you, what is this book about? That means you do not have a cover that sells. And these are things that I teach you guys how to improve upon your cover, because a lot of us get real emotional about our titles. But I don't know about y'all. I don't care about titles. You can call me whatever you want to call me. You can say my book is whatever you want to say it. But at the end of the day, I'm emotional about the results that I offer. When it's all said and done, people not going to remember me for all the things I wore, the clothes I wore, the jewelry I owned, the car I drove. People will remember me for the impact that I had on my life, on their life. They're not going to talk about all of my titles and accolades. They're going to talk about how I helped them. And that's one thing you want to remember when it comes to your book. If that title ain't impacting nobody, if people not buying because of the promise of the title, then we got to work on these things, okay? And then number 8, the final, it should increase your income to your primary business. And if you ain't got a business, let's get you one, okay? Let's get you one launched off. And anything could be a business. I want y'all to understand there are people out here literally making millions doing some of the weirdest things that you would never think is a business, but they're businesses. There's something that you know how to do that you do without even thinking. You do it subconsciously that people would be willing to pay you for. But see, the challenge, we're so inundated with social media. We're just information overload. It's just so much information coming at us. Blah, 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 blah. It's very difficult to stay focused on your purpose. You start doing what everybody else is doing. You start looking left and looking right. Now you're trying to run 5 different businesses to 6 figures. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but it's hard enough running one business to 6 figures. Okay. So we want to be able to make money with our primary business by leveraging our book. Now, this is how you get to $10,000 a month. You want to have 4 main items. This allows you to have freedom as well. Guys, if you could be able to work up to 4 hours a day, following a system that I know for a fact, because this is what I do, can earn you $10,000 plus per month, week, or day, would you be willing to follow that system? Well, the key is having a strong foundation of what you offer. And you're going to have 4 main items. Now I'm going to go into more detail of this. I'm going to tell you guys how you can access this, but let's just pretend you create these 4 main items, right? What I have found is that 10% of the people who actually buy your book, in fact, it's 20 to 30%, but I'm going to lowball it at 10% that buy your book will actually purchase your higher ticket product, which I call premium item. So if you want to make 10,000, let's just say your package is $497. Well, to get to $10,000 a month, you need to sell how many? 20 of those packages. Well, if 10% of the people who actually qualify and have your book in their hands, that means if you focus on getting 200 books in the hands of qualified people on a monthly basis, you're going to be able to hit your goal. Notice I did not say sell 200 books. Because there will be some situations where you can leverage your book at an event and you might end up giving them away. There have been times where I'll give away books to individuals because these people paid a certain amount of money to be there. And I know that, okay, this is a great candidate and I'd rather spend $200 to make $10,000 all day long. Yes, yes. Can I get an amen? All right. Now, who wants to know how to actually execute this? If you want to know how to figure out what those 4 items are, turn it into $10,000 a month. Well, guess what? I got something for you. It is our Book Profits Mastermind event. This is an event that we're doing this particular month, okay? You can get access to it, or it just depends on when you're in, but we do this event monthly, okay? However, I'm gonna tell you like this. Don't push off till tomorrow what you should do today. But the Book Profits Mastermind, we're gonna talk about what makes a book sell, so we're gonna go deeper into that. We're gonna talk about the 10K to 90-day income game plan. I'm break it down for you. And then we're going to talk about how to write the right book. We're going to go into details and how my team can actually assist you. And every single month we do a bonus training. Now you can register for free. If you go to bookprofitsmastermind.com, it is 100% free to register for this 1-day event. Now, if you register for free, this will simply give you access to the live event. But I know some of you guys watching, you're VIPs, right? Okay, listen, I know I attract a lot of VIPs because I like to be VIP. So for those of you who are the VIPers of the world, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the $297 upgrade. But before we get into that, let me just show you this. As I told you, we have the 3 parts to the book camp. And this is why we're going to talk about why authors make between $6,000 and $10,000 per year and never take the time to plan out their book. We're going to show you exactly how to get to the $10,000 a month. You're also going to learn what you should write about to grow your speaking, coaching, and networking business. I've been able to help individuals to earn a 6-figure business just with these techniques. And we're going to show you how to get started with the right book and how to get it complete in 3 days. And every single month, even if you've been to one before, there's always bonus training, whether it be social media, whether we do public speaking training. Every month we do bonus training, and this is a full day event, right? Now, I love this quote by Dr. Cheryl Wood that people transform when a transaction takes place. I'm going to tell you this. We get hundreds of people who register for the free. But one thing I know about most people is people respect what they pay for. And so, yes, while you may register for free, which I encourage you to, most people don't show up until they've put some skin in the game. So let's talk about how you can actually have the transformation take place. I'm going to tell you guys about the Book Profits Mastermind VIP upgrade. Okay. So the first thing is that you're going to get online access to the main event via Zoom. You're going to get a private chat community that you actually can chat from with your phone. We give you access the Friday before, and you get to keep access up to 7 days post the event. You're going to get event materials, the Book Profits playbook that's going to prepare you for this event. You'll get a one-on-one fast start call, and just depending upon when you actually register, you might do the one-on-one call after the event. Okay, you're going to get the Book Profits starter kit. This is some additional bonus material that's going to blow you away. I promise you guys. Listen, I don't be trying to just be pump fake for no reason. I tell the truth. You're going to get social media templates, because now one of the things that people need to understand, social media is not for selling. Social media is for telling. This is where you give value, you give impact, and then you get people to subscribe to your database. Well, I've invested into these amazing Canva templates, where I'm going to share this template with you and you'll be able to update according to your business and everything like that. And that's available for you at no additional charge. And you're going to get the replay. You only get the replay if you attend though. Okay. So you got to attend, but when you attend the event, you'll get the replay. Now, another cool thing when you upgrade to VIP is we do all type of giveaways, okay? Sometimes we give away cash, we give away tablets, we give away MacBook, what do you call it? MacBook Airs, like laptops. We're giving away all types of stuff, but you must be a VIP in order to enter to win. Just everything you get without the giveaways is worth the investment. As you see, this is a $3,000 value. Now, normally, of course, it is going to be $297. However, if you guys love scholarships, type into the comment space, I love scholarships. Hopefully you guys love scholarships the way that I do. Because you actually watch this entire event, I like to reward people. I know you've been here for a few minutes and hopefully you've been taking notes, but I'm definitely a big advocate for rewarding you for being here, okay? So all you have to do, all right, all you have to do is you can register today by going to the link, specifically Book Profits Mastermind, okay? Book Profits Mastermind, all right? Today, when you go to that link, you will see instead of $297, it'll be listed for only $97. Okay, $97. Go to bookprofitsmastermind.com to get your VIP. Now, if you just want to register for free, of course, again, you can, but you don't get all of the bells and the whistles. I love this quote by Oprah Winfrey. She says, if you are still breathing, you have a second chance. Guys, I want you to understand there is something that's in you that is going to impact the masses, but you cannot keep holding off. You've got to stop waiting for tomorrow. I promise you this. Tomorrow ain't always promised. If it's one thing that we can all touch and agree on over what we've been through over the past couple of years, is tomorrow ain't promised, y'all. So if God woke you up today, then I want to encourage you to start taking action. All right. Now it's bookprofitsmastermind.com. It's only $97 for the VIP upgrade. When you go there, you'll first submit your information to register for free. And then you'll have one of our team members who will also reach out to you so that we can schedule some additional time to speak with you as well. But Book Profits Mastermind is where you want to go. Well, guys, that was my presentation for today. I pray that this masterclass absolutely helped you. I pray that you took some really good notes. And man, you know, all I would say is if this did help you, tell somebody else about it. You know, one thing I love is the power of collaboration. And I have come to learn that sometimes sowing seeds into other people and showing them and connecting them to great opportunities actually helps you to grow even further. So if you did love it, share it with somebody else. If not, make sure you are registered for the mastermind by simply going to bookprofitsmastermind.com. Other than that, my ladies, my gentlemen, it has been a privilege and a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you at the Mastermind event because it's going to be amazing, okay? Listen, it's going to be amazing. I promise you, the energy that I gave you right here, it's going to be about on 10 trillion the entire day, all right? Okay, y'all, well, God bless you, and I'll see you at the Mastermind. Deuces.